Hi everyone, it's Mary Jo Dionne. Welcome back to my channel, Enchantress Tarot. It has been a while. I'm here to check back in with you and do a solar return for Capricorn for 2023. And I'm recovered from my car accident. It took about 7.5 months of physical therapy. I am happy to say I'm feeling much better. I'm back at the Y, building my stamina and my strength, and many good things did happen. You know, like I always say, when something happens in your life that's a shock or you think is not good, you open your hands and arms and say to Spirit, to God, to universe, what good is coming out of this? And good did come out of this. So it was a pretty good year overall. But I'm doing a solar return for everyone this year, and this is your Capricorn solar return. I got this new deck from my daughter-in-law Molly and my son Grant. And it's a beautiful cat tarot deck. I've never used anything like this before. And I was looking through it, but of course I'm going to go with just intuiting. But this is your solar return. And the last time I did this was many years ago. And I didn't include the two cards that would be your court cards, because there are 3 decans, right? There are 3 10-day periods. So for Capricorn, in the first 2 decans, we would have the Queen of Pentacles. And for the 3rd decan, we would have the King of Swords. So it would depend on the days that you're born. So the Queen of Pentacles would cover December 13th to January 9th. And then the last decan would be January 10th to February 8th. Okay, so let's see what else we have. We have the Devil card, which is your major arcana. You have 2 of them. The Devil is Capricorn in the Tarot. And the World is also for Capricorn, because the World is Saturn, right? The lessons that we learn. And that is one of your major arcana. For the minor arcana, we have the 2, 3, and 4 of Pentacles. So these are your cards that would cover you as a Capricornian. Of course, you know, you're flavored by many different planets in your chart, but for the sun sign that it is, the 2 of Pentacles would be December 22nd to December 30th, which would be Jupiter in Capricorn. Then we would have the 3 of Pentacles, which would be December 31st to January 9th, Mars in Capricorn, and actually that's Molly's birthday, my Capricornia. And then for the 4 of Pentacles, which is January 10th to the 19th, would be the Sun in Capricorn. Okay, so let's see what we have for your solar return. Now, the solar return covers 3 months. Some people feel it like 6 weeks before their actual solar return, but it does carry an energy for about 3 months' time. And that is the time when the sun returns to the exact moment of your soul jumping in from the void and celebrating your birth date. So it's usually fruitful or the most beneficial and enriching time for you. So let's see what we got. I'm going to cut the cards. Ooh. The first card you have is the 10 of Swords, and it looks very bleak. This is a Gemini card. When you look at this, you've been going through a lot of mental anguish, Capricorn. You know, and that's very destabilizing for an earth sign. You really like to stay grounded. So you're beaten down, and I'm not surprised with Capricorn energy, because you guys are very respectful and reliable and diligent. You know, you're just very dedicated people, and perhaps you've been overdoing it, working too hard, doing too much for everyone else and not for yourself. This is a period where you're saying, I'm done, I'm down for the count. I've got to make some changes in my life. I feel that many of you are going to be starting to pay attention to the thing that you haven't been loving and respecting, and that's your body. And you haven't been grounding yourself. You haven't been thinking about yourself. You've been thinking about taking care of everybody else. And in doing so, you kind of disempowered yourself. You lost your grounding. I see that yellow energy here, right? So we would say that's your empowerment, that chakra, and then the grounding chakra, the root chakra, sacral. So I'm thinking here, and with the white on your arms, I think you're going to take a hold of a brand new start and purging. you know, this blue above you where it's horizontal, but it's like above you on the horizon. It feels like there's a lot of wisdom. You've gained some knowledge here. The purple, I really feel that you've gotten some sense of intuitive energy. You're starting to listen, even if it's your spidey senses. You don't really want to say it's your angels or guides. A lot of Capricornians are very practical, you know, very scientific and pragmatic. That's fine. But you are starting to listen more to the spiritual stuff that's going on within you. You know, your higher self, if you don't want to call it your psychic abilities. So you're starting to pay attention to that. And with that, it will be layering more empowerment to you. The gray areas I feel that are going on in your life, you know, that you kind of like, it's not black or white with you, you know, it's kind of like you go here or there and you're really stuck in the middle in that gray area. I feel like it's going to be clearing away and you're going to get right into that. It's either black or white, and that black is going to be releasing the negativity, protecting yourself, starting all over again. You know, rewriting this whole situation so that mentally that you have the strength that you need to take care of yourself, the willpower that you need to take care of yourself. You really have beaten yourself down. You've been doing this probably the last 3 or 4 years. I think our readings have been saying this to you, Capricorn. And whether it's a job, a situation, okay, a person, a relationship, a thing, something going on in your life, whether it's the way you treat yourself, talk to yourself, addictions, you know, any habits that you have or things that you haven't got a control of, these things have been the nemesis in your life and have been wearing you down. I really feel like this is the end of it. You've really gone as far down as you can go, and this is time for starting all over again, okay? Nice, the High Priestess. I like this for you because this is more of a spiritual card, and it is about you tapping in and tuning into your spidey senses. You know, this is the knowing. This is about you finding things out. You're very curious minded. You like to know the answers. You want to know the truth. You don't like to just blurt out BS. You know, you're going to research things. Now, whether this has to do with the health situation or your physicality, it's about a healing for you with this card. This is about starting to take control of the things that have gotten out of hand in your life. And some of you, it is going to be a physical body. It's going to be your health. You know, even if you haven't been sick, like laid out sick and hospitalized, which some of you may have, it could be just an ongoing degenerative thing, a deterioration that's been going on within yourself, that you're just not right, you're not in rhythm. This is you starting to do the research and finding out what's practical for you to do for yourself to get better. Now, remembering this is the moon, and the moon was Cancer, and Cancer is your counterpart, your opposition, your balance, right? And we're coming up on the Cancer full moon. So this could be a lot of things that are being charged emotionally within you to start to uncover the secrets, the reasons that have been causing all the things that have put you out of balance. This will be a good time for you, especially with the number 2 there. It looks like 2 wands. Either way, it is about you finding a balance with yourself and the relationship with yourself and relationship with other things in your life. Again, like it's a person, place, or thing. Whether it's a job that's throwing you out of balance, your relationship with someone else, something going on. Like I said, if it's an addiction, bad habits, or your own health. This is about you starting to maintain a balance and realizing what's been going on and straightening it out. Oh, look at this. Now, the King of Swords, we were just saying, is one of your cards, and this would be the 3rd decan, the last 10 days, or it would be that January Capricorn that we would have. What was that, did I say to you? It was like January 10th on to the 20th, 21st. So it could be directly related to that decan of Capricornians. If not, we're just going to look at this is, you know, in general, this is a very, very balanced-minded person. you know, and which is very different to the first card that you had here, where we looked at, you know, this mental realm is just like shot to hell. So here we're looking at this is gaining control. Like he's got the sword in his hand. He's upright. He's ready. He's determined. You could see the look in his eye. He's cleared the air. He's balanced again. He's taking charge again. Typically, this card would represent someone who's military, ex-military, police force, ex-police force, you know, somebody, a judge, a jury. This is about like that person who has a great balance in their mental realm, or supposed to be balanced, you know, with making decisions for himself or herself and other people. So it looks like you're going to start to get a hold on this again. You're going to start to take charge of the way you've been thinking and putting it into play. You figured it out. Okay, where before you didn't know what to do, or you did and you just were exhausted. This is recharged energy. This is renewed, and this is a victory for you, okay? And it doesn't matter, like I said, if it's a third decan. This could be even for the first 2 decans, or anyone who has an air sign in their rising, or even in your moon. And I always look at the North Node, because that is what you're magnetically being pulled to, emulating in this life. So that could be even for you if you have a Libra or Aquarius, excuse me, or Gemini North Node. Okay, so this is good, 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 good. Oh, wow. So we have the Death card. Now, the Death card we know is about transformation and transition. We talked about things starting to change for you in your life, and I'm glad. Now, this is a Scorpion card. So we know it's about life, death, and rebirth, a regenerative energy for you, rejuvenating, turning away from things that haven't been good for you in your life. You know, like I always say, ding dong, well, I won't say that word. I'll say the witch is dead. This thing in your life, or person, or place, or situation, which represented a hierarchy, a patriarchy, a control, a matriarch, anything that was not letting you be the best self. This wasn't serving your highest purpose. So this is over for you. And this white horse does symbolize this new beginning, and the white rose too. So we know there's a fresh start coming for you. And be careful not to let this happen again and let someone else step in and take control, so that it runs you down again. When we have this card, just look at it as an opportunity to be reborn. This is a reboot for you, okay, Capricorn? Now, I believe we can reboot over and over and over again, even in one day. You could wake up all set to do the right thing, and then give away your power, and then realize what's happening and take it back again. Just know that this card is always about being reborn, a continued energy. And for you, we do feel that this energy is a renewing energy for you, starting in your solar return. So if you can, keep it up throughout the year. Wow, you got all these majors. Look at this, the Hierophant. Now, this is Taurus, so it's a fellow earth sign. But okay, so like there's been this traditional thing that you've been trying to follow, what you think the parameters are that you're supposed to be doing in your life. And you've gone along with that for quite a while, because it's part of that Capricorn energy. I feel like you're growing up in a way that you're growing up to say, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to do it. I want something else. I did it for so long, and it controlled me. I understand that it served its purpose for me, and I've learned my lessons from it. Now it's time for me to branch out on my own. I want to do what's best for me. I want to develop my own parameters, you know, my own walls of society, my own expectations for myself. And this is about you taking control of that. And I really feel like this is the year for you to step into a new energy, especially with that 5 energy, and change things up, shake things up. And the people around you are going to be very shocked at the way you've taken control and are in command of yourself. Nice. Again, take a stand for yourself with the 7 of Wands. This is renewed energy, very powerful for you. You're fending off any of the naysayers, people that are coming at you with too much stuff for you to do. This is work related, okay? This is you, like you're saying, you're solid. You're standing here and you're just in commune with yourself and your energy. And even though you're not attacking, you are defending. and you are protecting yourself. You are stepping up and into yourself, especially with that 7 energy. And this is about warding off things that are just too much for you. You're going to control what energy you have. With this dynamic here, you have all this energy to create for yourself, to get yourself into balance. And then using it here with work and social situations. This is just learning to say no. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to do it. This is a time for myself, and I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm living my best life. I'm doing it for me. So let's look at your last card. All right, well, like I said, we started off with this. Look, we started off with this. We know that's your Capricorn energy. But here, this is a Sagittarian card. And if we look at the time frame right now, you know, when we're looking at the 9 as being an ending of something, we know this is the energy to push forward just till the end of this, all right? This is saying, okay, I've done all of this. I've created all of this, but look at what it did to me in the beginning here, right? And now I'm saying the final battle. I'm done with the woods. I'm finished with this. I've achieved all of this stuff. Look behind me. Look what I've stacked up. What I've achieved in this time frame that I've set out to do. I put all this energy into it. It drained my body. It drained my mind. But now I'm weary from this. I see what I've accomplished. I'm grateful for what I've done. And now it's time for me to rest, heal, lick my wounds, and get better. And again, renew your energy. It's about you taking a stand for yourself to rebuild this energy in your body. And I really feel like this is it. You know, you've pushed the final push. You're done with this. And hopefully you've learned the lesson, because we've had this card for you too in the past. And I feel like you just fall back on old habits. But let's hope for this, at least these 3 months in the solar return, you've developed the strength to know, as you look back at everything you've done, like, was this worth it? What I did to myself? And I deserve so much more love than that. And that's where you're going to get the love from, yourself. Well, I hope this helped you, and enjoy your solar return. Happy birthday to all of our Capricornians, even from December that I didn't get to talk with you. But that other reading will come up at the end of the year. Enjoy everything. Have a blessed and happy, healthy new year. We look forward to a better year in 2023. As always, I wish you the best.